Only one time during the ministry of Jesus did he reveal to someone that he was the Messiah without being asked. This fascinating event involving a woman at a well occurred in the least suspecting place, Samaria. This story is told in the 4th chapter of the Gospel of John. Samaritans are a group of people whose ancestors belonged to the lost tribe of Israel and intermarried with the nations. Jews avoided contact with this group, but Jesus revealed himself to them and spent 2 days with them, telling them that they must worship God in spirit and truth. To this day, the Samaritans have an altered version of the Ten Commandments that states the Samaritans must worship at an altar on Mount Gerizim rather than Mount Zion. Several months later, Jesus returned to this area on his way to Jerusalem for the Feast of Sukkot, or Tabernacles, in accordance to the Torah. This passage can be found in the 9th chapter of Luke. This time we see that Jesus was not welcomed in Samaria this time because the Samaritans discovered that Jesus was not going to stay for the feast and worship at their mountain. The Samaritans rejected the Messiah because their religion prevented them from worshiping in spirit and in truth. Rather than follow the Messiah to Jerusalem to worship God according to the Scriptures, they stayed behind to worship God where they wanted and how they wanted according to their traditions. Jesus once said, "These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." According to Jesus, many worship him in vain. It's possible that this event is a shadow picture of a time in the future when the Messiah returns. Will he be welcomed by lovers of the truth, or rejected by those who refuse to let go of their traditions that make the Word of God void?